Hey, what's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV here in Hollywood, being joined with Mr. Gabe Rosado. Gabe, we're going to touch on two big things that are trending right now, but the biggest, Ryan Garcia over the weekend, getting that win over Devin, man. What'd you think?
No, it was crazy, man. It's one of the most entertaining fights I've seen in a while. Just because we didn't see, I didn't expect Ryan to win a decision. I thought that if Ryan would win, it would be that dynamite, landing a big shot and knocking Haney out. But he outsmarted Haney, and Haney fell into the trap. Haney went into the fight taking it personal and being overly aggressive and making mistakes like keeping his guard down, not keeping that hand up to protect himself from that hook. So I was more surprised that Haney didn't make adjustments.
Do you think the weight, the 3 pounds, played a huge difference at all in the fight?
Oh, no, it definitely does because, it definitely does. But at the end of the day, Haney took the 1.5 mil and he went into the ring and he agreed that, all right, whatever. So, look, at that point, it is what it is. The weight is out of the question. You know what I mean? So, Haney had the opportunity to say, nah, I'm not fighting him, or he got to lose that weight. I'm not going to accept the money. He got to lose that weight. But they took the money. You know what I mean? So, because you had that option to tell the fighter, oh, you got an hour to lose weight. So Haney could have, but they took the money, and it was what it was. And I think Haney expected it because, remember, he's the one that made the bet. He said, I bet you won't come in weight, $500,000 a pound. And he got up and he shook Ryan's hand. So he already went in knowing that he wasn't going to make the weight.
How did Ryan look to you? Outside of the win, how he performed, how he fought, what'd you make of that?
No, look, his antics was wild. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was all an act. You know what I mean? But a fighter understanding a fighter, we got a little crazy in us. You know what I mean? What we do is the hurt business. Just to step into that ring, that's just, it's an animal in you that, you just got to unleash, right? And Ryan was just whatever, I'm going to just say what I want to say, and he behaved how he behaved, but he's still locked in. And that's what was important, man. It was just his ability to just stay locked in. I don't think it was all an act. I think some of it is real, but I just think he don't give a shit. And that's dangerous, a guy that's like that and doesn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
How hard it is to train and be consistent, at the post-fight, he mentioned, yeah, I did drink a little bit. I did do those things. I don't know, is Ryan an anomaly? Is this normal behavior from fighters? Do fighters drink during preparations and all that?
Listen.
You guys go out and party randomly?
When you're 25 years old, youth is on your side. There's a lot of things I did in my 20s as a fighter that I didn't do when I got older, because you can't afford to do it when you're older because your body responds differently. So, you know what I'm saying? As a young fighter, your body recovers quicker. When you go out drinking in your 20s, you wake up the next day like nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
all the energy in the world.
You don't even need a full 8-hour sleep. You good. Have a night out of drinking now. How you gonna wake up?
Terrible, bro. Two-day recovery for these hangovers.
Exactly, man. So look, it's just the effects is different in your 20s, man. You really feel it you feel it as you get older. So he got youth on his side, man. So if he did have a few drinks and he did that, man, then you pay for it as you get older. So, if you want longevity in the sport, you can't be doing that. But, I got you.
Why do you think Devin wasn't able to adjust? Wasn't able to, did you feel like he fully recovered, or he never fully recovered from that first round?
He wasn't able to adjust because, he got caught. It caught him off guard. And he thought about, I got to get it back. So he went into fight mode, and what I mean by that, all right, I see you. What I mean by that is you got to stay composed. You got to keep your mind. You got to think, oh, he caught me with that hook. Let me put my hand up. Let me make an adjustment. And at the same time, Bill Haney has done a great job with his son, but he's never been in that situation in a fight where now you have to kind of like flip the script. Where I would have told Haney, yo, take the next round off, just box, move around, throw the jab, just fully recover, get your head right, and then we'll bounce back in the third round because it's a 12-round fight. So look, don't give him the opportunity of landing something big again. Shake that shot off because he was still on shaky legs. And, I would have had him just, kind of recover, take a round off, and then come back on the next one.
Bill's gotten a bit of criticism about continuing the fight. Ryan said post-fight, Henry, his dad, did an interview. They both felt that the fight maybe should have been stopped in the 11th round. Did you think like it should have been stopped at all, you having a fighter's eye?
Look, man, Haney was hurt bad. He was concussed. But, man, his dad knows him better than we do. So, what I'm saying, we can't really be unfair to Bill about that. I just think it's a learning experience for them. It's one of those fights where most of the time fighters don't bounce back the same. So, I think Haney should take take some time in recovering and getting his body right. Maybe take almost a year off and just get yourself right and come back because, those fights are very, very damaging for a fighter. But, look, the criticism comes with boxing, man. When you look great, everybody praises you, and when you look bad, everybody just, it was like Spence against Crawford. Next thing you know, everybody flipped on him. You know what I'm saying? But that's just boxing, man.
So you feel a long break if they do rematch. They might take his car, but no, we got you, Gabe. We'll make sure they don't take his car. Hey, the rematch though, if it does happen. To look any different to you? You don't think it needs to happen at all?
It doesn't need to happen because, it was so dominating on Ryan's side. Usually a rematch happens when it's back and forth. Ryan dominated the fight. And I don't think Ryan's a 140-pounder. He's a 47-pounder. He showed it. He didn't even come in at 140. So I think Ryan, 47, is his weight.
Is this Ryan, this version at this weight, at 43, 47, if he does rematch Tank, if he does fight Pitbull Cruz, if he fights Teofimo Lopez, how does he fare? Does he beat those guys?
Oh, yeah, man. He got dynamite in his hands, man. And look, he looked good. He was doing different things. He was using his legs. He was baiting him in. He was jabbing. He was throwing combinations. Ryan is improving. And, with his new coach, man, they're making adjustments.
You fought Jaime Munguia, man.
Yeah.
3 years ago, him coming into this Canelo fight. What should fans look for? What should Canelo be like, maybe like looking for in terms of Jaime? What makes him so tricky, so dangerous?
Jaime, man, is just the volume. And that's one thing that's going to, benefit him is just the volume and try to, like, outwork the older fighter. Not that Canelo's old, but, he got miles on him. So, you just want to outwork him and just do what you do, apply the pressure, and Canelo's going to try to get in between those shots and maybe do some head movement and try to slow him down to the body. But if, you're Munguia, you just want to try to outwork your opponent.
Do you see that happening, or do you see Munguia outworking Canelo and using his youth on his side?
Who knows, man? This is two top guys. It could go either way. There's pride involved because there's two Mexican fighters. So, this is going to bring out the best in both of them. I don't see nobody getting dropped with a chin shot, but I could see somebody getting dropped with a body shot, because, I think it's going to be a fight of nutrition of who could withstand the volume, who could withstand the pressure.
Do you see Munguia a path to winning? Like, would it not surprise you if he won?
No, absolutely not, man. You know what I'm saying? He's an undefeated fighter. He's beat some top guys, and they both have Ryder as in common. So, Munguia did what Canelo couldn't do against Ryder. So, no, man, it wouldn't surprise me which way it goes.
Let me get your take on this. This will be the last one, Gabe, because I don't want them to take your car. The whole Benavidez issue looming over this. You, as a fighter, having been in there and fought everybody, fought Golovkin in his prime when no one wanted to fight him. What do you make of Canelo's rhetoric about the fight with Benavidez?
Well, look, man, I think at the end of the day, man, it's like Canelo's he's in a position where he could kind of call the shots. And look, man, he picked Munguia, which is a great fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he ducked Benavidez and decided to fight, whoever. I mean, he went and he fought a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? Munguia and Benavidez have similar styles as far as in volume and pressure. You know what I'm saying? I think Benavidez is a bit bigger, but, you know, they still have similar styles. So I think I think eventually the fight will happen with Benavidez, but I just think, you know, right now Canelo has a hard task in front of him. He has to worry about Munguia right now.
Does Benavidez beat Canelo in your opinion at this point?
I think it go either way, man. Like at this level, it could really go either way. You know what I'm saying? Like you really can't pick and choose when you're talking Haney and Tank and Shakur. Like I really don't know how to rank them because those fights could go either way. They're all great fighters.
All right, Gabe, man, hey, good chatting. I really appreciate the time, man. Gabe Rosado, Marcus Viegas here in Hollywood.